going on Facebook, Twitter, and all those other good joints. It's Kev from Kevin's Corner, where I try to make some sense out of nonsense. And it's about that time. It's showtime. 7 on the nose. Look at me. I'm very prompt. I'm on time this time. So first things first, let me know you can hear me. So do that by typing in something, what's happening, Kev. I can hear you. All right, I see Dallas in the house. Oh, Don's in the house, his house. Yeah, welcome to the show tonight. Hit that like button, share my videos, follow me on all the other platforms, all that good stuff. This way we can ensure that we continue to give YouTube a black eye, or at least try, while we still can, before they try to take us into complete censorship and tyranny. That's what they really want. That's what they really want. But we ain't going quietly in the night, y'all. We're gonna put up a fight. So with that being said, let me go ahead and get loose so I can get busy. Can't get busy unless you get loose. Somebody said, "What's up, Cincinnati?" I miss Cincinnati. One day I might move back there. It'd either be Cincinnati or Florida, one of the two. If things get more crazier up here in Ohio, I might be coming to Florida. Florida, sweet Florida. Now, let me get loose. Real gorilla. Real gorilla. Real gorilla. There's some teams in the building. Gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. That's right. Now, there's also Kevin's Corner stores in here. Yeah, man. So if you get a chance to check out some of the products in the store, be my guest. Be my guest. Jump up in that bad boy and buy everything that you want. Yeah. So you can do that in my store. And if you text text MAGA to 330-974-4607, I'll make sure that just in case something happened to me on this channel, I'll at least be able to connect with y'all and, go that route. So that's what that number is for. Please text MAGA to it. And then finally, if you want to contribute to my monthly fundraiser, there's still time. There's still time. Yes, there's room at my fundraiser. And the link is right below this video. Now, with that being said, y'all, we got some stuff to get into tonight, y'all. Oh, we about to check in on the creep, y'all. We about to check in on the creep. Now, who's the creep? Wait a minute. Okay, there he is. We ain't checked in on Creepy in a while. Look at that dude right there. When you were here before, I couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like a demon. Your sniffing makes me sigh. That's right, y'all. You float like a turd in a big toilet bowl. That's what I'm talking about, Creepy. I know you are special. That's right. He's so very special. 'Cause he's asleep. That's what that dude is doing right there. And he's a weirdo. What the heck is he doing here? 'Cause he don't belong here. That's right. That dude don't belong there. Look at him. When the last president you saw taking a nap? Huh? When he should be focused. Yeah, that's right. He's a weirdo. Float like a big fat turd in a big toilet bowl. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and see what's going on with Creep, because these clips right here are very damning. Look at this, y'all. Don't even look like he's in control. Look at that. Oh, y'all see? Y'all see that burst of energy? There you go. Yeah. What kind of warm-up is that? My man hit us with the... That's it? That's all we get? Okay. Well, let's see. Maybe it gets better. Okay. What is that? I don't know what that is. Hat! That's all you got, Joe? Hat! Look at it. I got a hat on. Okay. Oh, God. Why are people showing Joe where to go? That's my question. Why are the Democrats still pretending this man's going to be the nominee? That's my question. So you're telling me regular humans at these facilities that they send Joe in to do whatever promotion he's doing, they have the, I guess, the green light to shove Joe around, stop him, tell him where to go. Remember that photographer on the stage one time had to tell Joe where to go? Right down there, right down there. See, they got all kind of people positioned to protect him from himself. But yet he's supposed to be vibrant. So y'all see that quick jog? And it probably led to this right after. Yeah, I did a quick one of these, and now I need one of these. I need one of these to catch up. Look at that. Oh, not only do he look sleepy, but he looks scared. Like he just saw ghosts. He's probably like, the end is near, and I've lived a horrible life. I'm scared, but I can't pull it together. I'm going out evil. That's what he's doing. He's like, I'm going out evil, man. Look like his face sliding off. Oh, but it gets worse, y'all. It gets worse. I don't know what Joe was talking about coming up here. So now I got to bring in the cricket band. The cricket band is in the house, y'all. They're going to be playing here all night for Joe Biden. Here we go. Let's see what he's talking about.
All of America is with you as you receive and recover and rebuild. I'm confident I'm confident we're going to be able to do all you want, Governor, and I'm committed to this island. But under the trickle-down economic theory, 3/4 of U.S. industries grew more consecrated.
Holy moly. Holy moly. They keep sticking him out there, though. So I'm going to keep letting him have it. See, I'm going to treat them like there's nothing wrong with Joe. So now let me go ahead and try to interpret what that was.
Grew more consecrated. Consecrated.
Concrete consecration. Confinement. What is he talking about? Here's the band. That band came in like. What? Oh, yeah. We're here to play every time Joe's brain breaks. Yeah, a Joe brain break. There it is. Every time his brain breaks, it's time for them to come in and play during that break. So the crickets had to go in and start jamming. Look.
I'm thinking I didn't go to mass.
What does that have to do with anything? Just because you ain't got no thoughts left in your head, you're talking about thinking didn't go to mass. Wait a minute. I thought you always went to mass, Joe. Not only did you always go to mass, Joe, but then you would take time right after that to go over to the black church. The big claps and the shouting and the dancing and stuff like that. You know, I grew up amongst the blacks, right? And the Puerto Ricans and the Aborigines and the Hittites and the Jebusites and all of them. See, so here he is again saying something.
Soon NATO will be the 32nd.
What?
Freestanding, have free 33.
Go get the band.
32 freestanding members. And we see it here again today in companies like, and I hope I pronounced it right, Ame Power. Is it Ame?
What?
I believe that's right, yeah.
Amadeus. What is he talking about? Why is his eyes blink? Is it Ame? That shows it's taking everything out of Joe just to get that out. Eyes blinking, squinting, face tightening up. That looked like his face hurting just to get that thought out, and it was wrong.
Florida Small Business Award winner, or the Business Week winner.
Bring the crickets. Bring the crickets.
One. Maybe tech companies.
What?
Like Anthropic.
Come on, crickets.
And I'm going to mispronounce.
Now, see, listening to Joe would make me go to sleep. I ain't going to even lie. For different reasons. He's just all tuckered out because he's about 103 years old. You know, but me listening to that and having like 10-second intervals in between every word that he says and every thought that he tries to collect, I wouldn't be able to take that. I would just be sitting there going, either I'm asleep or I'm mad. I'm looking around at everybody else like, why aren't y'all mad? That's what would happen. I'd be sitting in the whole audience like, why are you people? Y'all should be infuriated. In fact, every Democrat voter, if they watch this guy right here, if they see this clip, they should be mad. They should be saying to themselves, we were hoodwinked. We were deceived. Not only has he done nothing, hasn't benefited the country at all. In fact, only damaged the country. Not only did he do that, but he's not even really the guy running the country, and it's obvious. All you got to do is look at him and watch in a second these Democrats come out and try to gaslight us.
It's better not to try, not mispronounce.
Oh, come on, Joe. Don't get down on yourself. First, don't succeed. Yeah. And pick yourself up and try again. Okay. Yeah. Come on, Joe. Yeah. Give it another shot.
By the LDS, by the Mormon church, that most extensive archaeological.
Okay, never mind.
Most extensive records on genealogy.
Yeah, Joe, never mind. Don't even try. You were right. I'm sorry for normally I encourage people to keep trying, but in his case, you're done. Pick up your ball and bat and go home. There you go. So now.
Thanks to Ron Wyden and Jeff Merkley and Earl, excuse me.
Look at the eye. Y'all see the eye go?
I know. If they have to pay out $159 billion less.
Yeah, crickets.
Less.
But then, guys, don't worry, though. Don't worry, because there's a Democrat operative that's about to get on one of these whack networks and tell us that we're seeing Joe all in a negative light, and this is not the Joe that our eyes are seeing. Okay, because according to her, Joe is vibrant, he's young, full of energy.
Senator Smith, you know that there are misgivings. They show up in the polls about President Biden. Will he have enough to serve another 4 years?
Good
and
question.
Enough has a lot of different sub-definitions. There are kind of misgivings that show up in polling data that I haven't seen register for previous incumbents seeking re-election. How does the president overcome those
Moment of truth or a moment of lying? Because this woman right here knows that Joe is blew out. And watch what comes out of her lying lips.
Misgivings even within his own party?
Well, I think that the president is more than up to this job. And I think that as the campaign unfolds, voters will be able to see that. You think about this individual who has kind of like limitless reserves of energy, who goes all over the place.
No. This type of lying is not possible. I thought Fat Fanny in the church, that was bad. Liz Cheney, Nancy Pelosi. But this woman just said Joe has vibrant energy, lots of it. And unlimited. He's unlimited. Yeah, you've seen how he... Now, this is the crazy part about this. Is this man, from the time he announced till now, has got more energy-less. He didn't even come out and campaign. Period. His first round. Stayed in the basement. Sitting up there doing interviews inside of a building somewhere talking about, what we have to do is put things in place where that's the same guy. And she's trying to tell us that what we have observed all this time, now we got to pull up receipts. Now we got to go to the receipts and check her work.
You think about this individual who has kind of like limitless reserves of energy.
Look at all that energy. Oozing out of Joe. With that big black mask on. Look at him. Sleep with that black mask on, man. Wakes up to a Quello. Yeah, he can't even have a son that's not a crackhead, okay? That guy right there. Sleeping in a meeting with a big black mask on. I guess he thought he had his little black shades on when you sleep. My shades slid down off my eyes. I'm going to pull them up and go back to sleep, Jill. Unbelievable. Unlimited energy. Look at that. Oh, been on vacation for 40% of his presidency.
You think about this individual who has kind of like limitless reserves of energy.
Look at that energy. Dragging that very, very light chair and barely is able to move. You see those pencils right there trying to walk? You can't walk on pencils. You can't be out there stepping in the sand with toothpicks for legs. But there's Joe. Why ain't the Secret Service moving that for him? They know he's about to pull every muscle in his body, shoot a hernia right out right now. Look at him. Barely can move. Look at those baby steps. Oh, here's a great one. riding a marathon, Joe. Look at all this energy.
And I see Joe every day. I see him out, traveling around this country. I see his vigor. I see his energy.
Jill should be ashamed of herself. Jill should be ashamed of herself, man. You telling me, man, that this guy is full of energy. You see his vigor, and that is why you have to be with him 24 hours. That's why every time he's on stage, you're like, get over here. Come on this way, Joe. No, don't stop there. Move. Come, look, leave her alone. Get away. Joe, don't. Okay, now. That's why you got to do all that, Jill? You got a full-time babysitting job, and you're out here lying for whatever reason. I don't know why you just don't say, hey, Joe, go ahead, let's finish out your golden years in some type of rocking chair on the porch. But instead, she's out here lying for her husband. All she's about to do is create another 4 years of labor for herself, if he makes it that far. So here we go. That's Joe with all the energy right there. Look at him, the heavy breathing. You know he's sleep. Those are all the characteristics of sleep. You know how some people try to act like they wasn't sleep and they got all the characteristics of sleep? You sit there, hey, wake up. I wasn't sleep, and you got lines in your face because you've been laying there. Lines all in the face, hair smashed down on one side, eyes bloodshot red, trying to tell them you wasn't sleep. Stuff like that. Call somebody, hey, what's up, man? Hey, what's up? You sleep? No, I'm up. Well, you sound sleep. I'm up. I'm like, you got the sleep voice. Just admit it. Just admit it. So now he got the heavy breathing. All of that right there says Joe is in the REM sleep. Let's continue. Look. Oh, Biden has fewest news conferences? What, since Reagan? There we go, Joe. Take that jog. Oh, the jog ended in tragedy. Oh, help him up. Now, see, my question is, what would have happened to Joe if they wouldn't have helped him up? How long, if ever, would it have taken him to actually get up off that ground? I would have just liked to see an experiment. I would have loved to see them all just go, don't touch him. Don't touch him. Everybody move back. Let him get up on his own, like a baby. We want to see if the baby has learned to walk. That's what I would have did. Nobody touch him. I want to see him get up. Oh, here's a once, twice, 3 times a dummy. Look at this one. Full of energy. Vibrant.
He was faster on his feet than most members of Congress.
What?
I think Joe Biden is agile, is capable.
This morning, President-elect Biden on the mend,
Agile as a
spending
turtle.
Sunday night at the doctor's office after twisting his ankle while playing with his dog Major, according to his transition team.
Major, the one that's biting everybody? I mean, this White House is a mess. Complete mess. Dogs biting everybody. Joe can't walk. Joe can't talk. Joe can't think. None of that. The whole White House is a travesty.
Does the president have the stamina, physically and mentally, do you think, to continue on even after 2020?
Come on, Black
Don,
Gay.
you're asking me this question. Oh my gosh, he's the president of the United States.
And? Oh my God, Dawn, I can't believe you're asking me this. I'm on a friendly network, and you know you're going to make me go up here and prostitute myself and lie right in front of all the people, Dawn. My mama watching. You gonna make me lie right in front of my mama? Come on, Dawn. I thought we was cool. So now she got to come out and lie. Just straight up tell her, well, he's the president. That makes him energetic and stuff like that.
I can't even keep up with him.
Then you must have broken legs, Black Gay Drop. That's what got to be. I can't keep up with him. Man, I'm telling you right now, I could wake up out of a full-blown REM sleep and catch up with Joe. I could take a full-blown 8-hour nap and still beat Joe to the finish line. What is she talking about? I can barely keep up with him. So here's Jill doing her daily routine service of helping this energetic, vibrant man right here, who's the president, who can't keep his glasses up on his face as his mask is sliding down and he can't even get his jacket on. Look at that. Now, do you know, I now have a greater appreciation for those Marines. They right there shows great discipline. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I would be bent over in a full belly laugh right there. If that was me behind him, you would see my shoulders going like this. I would be cracking up. So there you go. The soldiers got to try to keep a poker face. You know, soon as he walked away, he was like, we clear? We clear? Dude, did you see that? Did you see that? Here we go. Come on, Jill. Get him together. Jesus. Look at the glasses.
Think about this.
Jill's miserable. Jill's miserable, man. You can't tell me she is happy with her life. Maybe, like I said, maybe she's protecting her investment. Maybe she's like, yo, I got to keep this man in power because he's so dirty and corrupt, it'll eventually come back and hurt me. So we got to keep him as the president somehow. Yeah, but you can't tell me she's in it just because she just, believes in Joe and he's so energetic and independent. Jill right now feels like she's the president. I'm sure. She's like, man, I work harder than Joe. I got to lift him up out the bed, change his diaper. Give him his meds. Unreal. Let's continue hearing this lady gaslight us.
Individual who has kind of like limitless reserves of energy.
But I tell you what, I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to bed.
There you go.
Ladies, hello. How are you today?
Great. Are we doing it again today?
Oh, absolutely. You know we are.
Great. We'll see you later, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, ladies. We'll see you later.
There you go.
God, is this great or what?
That is the whole Biden administration right there. That is what they're doing. They are all parts of controlling the puppet. They got people at posts for all situations. All right, today, Mucus, you're on Biden watch. All right, today, Black Gay Drop, you're on Biden watch. All right, today, what's your name again? Well, I'm just the guy that runs this little facility. Never mind. You're still on Biden watch. Okay, what do you mean? I thought that y'all were just coming. No, wait, look. Come on. Okay, he's going through some things right now. So we want you, just in case he starts wondering, grab him by the arm and stop him from going where he shouldn't go and shove him in the right direction. But I'm just the guy, just the tour guy. I don't care what you are. You've now been anointed to do this, to protect Joe. And that's a shame because every world leader sees this. All of the conservatives see it. The fake news sees it, but they just overlook it and they won't report it. But the sad part is many of these Biden voters are completely oblivious to him because they're so focused on Trump and all of his white nationalism. So guys, y'all know that Trump won and blew out everybody in those Iowa primaries. But we got some folks that's a little delusional, y'all. Let's check in with delusion and see what it looks like in real life. Here we go.
I can safely say tonight, Iowa made this Republican primary a two-person race.
What did she just say? Is she think? How did this get to
a two-person race?
Can you count, sucker?
Thank you. Can you count, suckers? Can you dig it? You see that delusional woman right there? Talking about some two-person race. What happened to Ron DeSantis? Not to mention you came in third. What are these two doing? Why in the heck is Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis still running around trying to win the primaries? I don't understand this, man. They know that the people don't want this. They know that the majority of the voters don't want them. But yet, for some reason, they're hanging in there. Now, unless there is some diabolical scheme coming down the pipeline that we can't see, these two are going to further embarrass themselves. Ron DeSantis needs to go back to Florida immediately. But instead, he's delusional too. Nikki Haley finishes third in Iowa, but there's only two.
It would be so nice if we could come together and straighten out the world and straighten out the problems and straighten out all of the death and destruction that we're witnessing.
That was President Trump last night. Continue.
Man, I'm mad. Yeah, something happened. YouTube chimed out for a second. Anyway, let's pick up where we were at. Check it out, y'all. So,
all of the death and destruction that we're witnessing.
That was President Trump last night, attempting to send a message of unity of sorts after a landslide victory in the Iowa caucuses. Now, Trump.
And a landslide brought them down. Why don't they just go ahead? Why don't they go ahead and go with the flow? The rocks then came down, should have washed them away, but nope, they're still trying. So here comes Ron DeSantis.
Finished the Republican caucuses with a historic 51% of the vote. You're looking at it right here, significantly more than Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley's second and third place totals combined. DeSantis coming in at 21.2%, Nikki Haley a little above 19%. So how did Donald Trump do it?
Because he's the best. Now, you're telling me he got more than those two combined? Let me see. Let me do the math. I'm not that great at math. Let me see that. 1 and 9 equals 10. Carry the 1. And then you get 3 plus the extra 1. You get 40 points total, something like that. That's what they're looking at? Yeah. He took on both of them? He's like, come on. I'll take on both of you. So somebody said I'm back on YouTube. For a minute, I was buffering, and then it chimed out, but I'm back. So yeah, Trump went out there, took on both of them, but for some reason, they're out there still touting it as if it was some type of victory. That right there is delusional. You got Nikki Haley out here talking about now it's a race between two. Which two is she talking about? That's my question. There's still 3 in the race as of now. But then here comes Ron DeSanctimonious.
This is the map that we're looking at right now. Everywhere you see red is a county that Donald Trump won.
What? That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. Unbelievable. Okay, wait a minute. Ron DeSantis bets the farm on Iowa. He just lost it. I'm going to go ahead and put all my chips on Iowa. Mr. Bond. All right, let's see how that all panned out.
But they were just so excited about the fact that they were predicting that we wouldn't be able to get our ticket punched here out of Iowa. But I can tell you, because of your support, in spite of all of that they threw at us.
What is this? What is this? What is he talking about? So that man talking about his ticket got punched. Sounds like his eye got punched. That's what sounds like his whole campaign took a gut shot. But he's out here talking about some... you know what? We got our ticket punched here in Iowa. Once again, delusional. Now, see, this is the moment where you can save face. All right, I'm back. Let me check, make sure. I switched over to the 5G. Look at this crap. Unbelievable. So my internet is going in and out, y'all. Hold on for a second. All right, let's see something here. Come on, bring it back, baby. Bring it back. All right, we're good there. The internets don't love Kev right now. So now, getting back to Ron DeSantis. This is that moment where he could just bail out and try to save a little bit of his dignity and pride and his reputation. See, because now it just seems like you're just being facetious. It seems like you're just staying in here to spite Trump for some reason. And what's going to be real crazy is if he stays in long enough to where Florida has to vote and they all vote for Trump, that's even going to look worse. This is the moment to try to go ahead and kiss a little butt. He's going to have to eat crow. He's going to have to do it, man. He's going to have to go ahead and say, you know what? Somebody done talked me up, pumped my head up, told me you could take on the big dog. Yeah, you could win, Craig. You could win. And now you get knocked out. So you got to go back, get your country, your state together, rally them around Trump, and then somehow try to develop a working relationship with Trump to where they stop looking at you like you're a villain, like you're a sellout. See, so he needs to be focused on that right now. But instead, what is he doing? Saying things like this. Unbelievable. I don't even know why he's saying this stuff.
Everyone against us, we've got our ticket punched out of Iowa.
What in the hell is he talking about?
We have a lot of work to do, but I can tell you this. as the next president of the United States, I am going to get the job done for this country.
What?
We have a lot of work to do, but I can tell you this, as the next...
Well, I can tell you this, but I won't. Instead, I'm going to let Ricky Bobby tell you.
Next president of the United States, I am going to get the job done for this country.
Losing his mind.
If you ain't first, you're last. You know what I'm talking about? That phrase, trademark, not to use that position, Ricky Bobby.
Thank you. If you're not first, you're last. Doesn't Ron DeSantis know that? What is he talking about? Him and Nikki. They're out there talking as if they just had a monumental win, a victory. They both got blew out. Combined points together. Trump still had way more points than them. So, yeah. That's pretty ironic that those two are still saying this, because maybe, like I said, maybe they know something we don't know. Maybe they know something. They got that funny math going. I don't know. But yeah, I just can't dig that. I can't dig it. So now, guys, go get yourselves some cups, because we done seen Ron DeSantis get out there delusional, and Nikki delusional, and all of this mess. But boy, between these folks and the fake news and some crazy folks on the internet, they're having a fit based on that victory from Trump. So we're going to go back through time to see how Trump got where he is. Okay, this is that moment where I hate to do this. Hold on for a second. Man, I don't like doing this. I really don't, y'all. I don't. Hold on. Man. All right, y'all ready? I'm having a celebration. Okay. I don't like normally doing this, but I'm about to throw a gloat party. All right, everybody, you're welcome to join me in my gloat party. All right. Let's go ahead and have a gloat party. Because it don't make the noise, I got to make the noise for it. Okay, here we go. Gloat party time, y'all. Y'all got y'all cups. Y'all gonna need a mug to fill up these tears. Here we go. Oh, watch this first guy.
This deranged, demented, delusional, dishonest, election-denying, document-stealing, tax-cheating, insurrection-leading, democracy-hating, Putin-loving, wife-cheating, convicted sexual predator and criminal won Iowa by getting approximately 56,000 ill-informed, uninformed, and or uneducated MAGNA Republicans to brave the cold in a state in which 1.7 million people voted in the 2020 election.
That man's upset. That man is upset. Boy, I tell you. Oh, boy. I'm going to tell you right now. To see somebody that mad would only encourage me, baby. Only encourage me, man. You let me be on that playground and I see that we done got to you like this? You think I'm going to be sitting there going, oh, man. I can't. I would be going, is he that mad? Did we get to him? Y'all know what time it is. Cry, baby, cry. Cry, baby, cry. What? Cry, baby. So now let's hear this cry, baby again, because I forgot. I wasn't able to hear him through all of the partying and stuff like that. So now he's mad about something, and he got some choice words for Trump. And let's see just how delusional this man really is. Here we go. Okay.
This deranged, demented, delusional, dishonest, election-denying, document-stealing, tax-cheating, insurrection-leading, democracy-hating, Putin-loving, wife-cheating, convicted sexual predator, and...
What? What? The Trump derangement syndrome is strong with this one. The TDS is strong with this one. That guy right there said Trump's a convicted sex predator? What? I mean, all that man just did is ripped off every single Democrat talking point that has been spoon-fed to this dummy right there. Yeah, the guy that looks like he has no teeth in his mouth. That guy right there. So let's finish hearing his rant and let's see if we can muster up some sympathy for him and his issues.
Criminal won Iowa by getting approximately 56,000 ill-informed, uninformed, and or uneducated MAGNA Republicans to brave the cold in a state in which...
Wow! See, this right here is a beautiful, beautiful example of complete lack of self-awareness. This man has no idea. He's the one that's misinformed. He's the ignorant one. He's the manipulated one. This guy has no idea he's living in a matrix. He has no idea. Every single one of his thoughts have been programmed and downloaded into his head, and all he's doing is regurgitating every single one of them. Every single one. That's right. He does sound upset. I'd be like, you seem a little upset. Are you okay? You don't want to pop a blood vessel. All right, I see one in your forehead right there. You got a vein sticking out. So now he's mad, and then he gets mad at us. Said we're misinformed and all that stuff. So he was,
which 1.7 million people voted in the 2020 election. This is a small number of people and doesn't mean Trump will win.
Another delusional man. That's hope right there. See, that ain't a fact. This right here, he's trying to convince himself. Not us. Yeah, this is a small amount of people. That doesn't mean Trump is going to win. Well, yeah, he will. He will. I mean, unless, once again, like I said, y'all, always leave room for deception. Always leave room for cheating. See, because you know how they are. They are desperate. My head is on a swivel. I'm constantly looking around going, got to be one step ahead of these Democrats. No telling what they're capable of. But here's this guy talking about that. Doesn't mean Trump's going to win.
This should be a monumental reminder to do everything we can to ensure that this terrorist of anyone and everyone who tries to keep him accountable doesn't become president. Here.
Terrorist? I mean, that man's unhappy. He ain't just unhappy about Trump. Like, I could tell probably he wakes up every day bothered by this. He lives it. Yeah, this guy probably takes that anger into his workplace everywhere he goes. This is how liberal, brainwashed Democrat voters that have been radicalized and manipulated by them, that's how they seem like they are the most unhappy, angry people ever. And they appear like they will just collapse if Trump wins. They don't even stop to reflect on his last presidency and say, well, now, you know, I thought that the first time. Yeah, I mean, I kind of overreacted the first time. What are they going to do? Run it back. Short-term memory. Not even able to stop for a second and reason with themselves and say, now, what are the chances of Trump doing the things that the fake news and the Democrats said he's going to do? You're telling me he's going to get in there, and as soon as he gets it, thank you for electing me. Now I'm shutting down democracy. I'm going to go ahead and destroy the republic. I'm going to rip up the Constitution. All of that. And I'm putting every liberal radical in the gulags. There you go. And now I'm going to write in crayon, Trump will now be the supreme leader. There you go. Print it. I mean, in their heads, you can tell that's what they're thinking. That's how crazy and delusional they are. Their TDS is on a whole nother level. So now we got to go back, y'all. We got to go back and show how Trump got here, y'all. So let's go back to February 2021 when people was calling in to C-SPAN and how the media was swearing up and down that we shouldn't take Trump seriously. He ain't going to run again. He all washed up. Watch this, y'all.
Here from Francine.
Hi, yes. I just want to say, I don't understand why all these people have so much hate in their heart for just one man. I mean, honestly, I have never seen so much hate. They had it in for him from day one.
And that's why you get TDS from people like that guy we just saw. See, it wasn't that all the people had hate for Trump. In fact, I guarantee if you go back 8 years, let's go back 9 to be safe. All right. Because Trump was in 2. We got, let's see, 2. He was in 4. He ran. That's about a year and a half to do the math. Okay, let's go back 10. Let's go back 10 years. I guarantee you that dude right there was not thinking about Trump. I guarantee you that guy was not talking. He probably watched The Apprentice. Most of the folks who hate Trump, they don't even stop to realize, when did I start hating Trump? What made me start hating Trump? Would I hate Trump if he never ran against the Democrats? They don't even stop to think about that. So The public hates Trump because of all of the brainwashing, which we're about to see as we go through the rest of the show. But the fake news and the Democrats, they pretend to hate Trump. They hate Trump because Trump stands in the way of their agenda and the rhinos. He stands in the way of the deep state, the globalists, and the way of these rhinos, the Democrats, all these Marxists. Thank you. So what's going on really is these folks had to pretend that they hate Trump. The same folks that was inviting him to every event, celebrating him, asking him for donations, bringing him on to interview him, even hitting around. You think you'll ever run for president? The same folks who relied on him for donations for this and that, once they realize, Trump's not like the rest of these jellyback, sorry, deceitful politicians. This dude's really getting in there trying to look out for the country and America first, which if he looks out for America first, what's going to look out for us in our pockets? See, as politicians, we're used to looking out for us first and pretending we're looking out for the people. That's why we drag our feet to get stuff done. That's why we say, we're still working on stuff. That's why we use taxpayers' dollars to enrich ourselves, donors' dollars to enrich ourselves, all the things that they've been doing. Trump gets in and blows that to hell. And now they sitting back going, we hate that dude because what he did to us. Now, what we got to do to get him out of office is convince impressionable, weak-minded people to hate Trump. There it is. I guarantee you they don't go to sleep at night like, man, I really think Trump's a dictator and he's going to take over the whole world. Just like they don't go to sleep at night thinking about any of the garbage that they push. They don't go to sleep like, wow, I really defended trans rights today. I feel better about myself. We're really making progress on this. They don't go to sleep talking about wow, you know what? It's a good thing that we're looking out for these kids and their mental and physical health when it comes down to, this, situation, the transformers, you know what I mean? Yeah. So all this, what is going on with the internet, man? Something's going on. Something's going on. I might have said trance and then they all of a sudden like, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Let me make sure. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? Locked up again. What the heck? Y'all can hear me? Y'all can see me? I'm wondering what is going on with my internets. All right, hold on. All right, let me see. Here we go. We're going to switch. Oh, man. Hold on. Okay, I got it. I'm going to switch to the other network. Oh, boy. All right, we'll see how this works. Here we go, guys. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Okay. All right, now we're going for the, let's see. Ooh. Shh. By now it should be connecting. Come on now, come on. I paid the bill, y'all. What is going on here? Okay, hold on for a second. I'm about to use the force. All right, hold on for a second. You will obey me. So let's see. Here we go. You will connect. I don't think my force might be broken. I think my force is broke. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let's see. Let's go back to the other network because this bad boy's not connecting. All right, hold on. Let's try this. We're going back to the 5G. We're going back to the 5G. All right, because what? Oh, snap. Look at that. I'll be darned. I got to look at my hand now. Like what? Oh, yeah, the force. That's what it was. It was the force. All right. So now that's back for now. All right. Let's go ahead and switch that back to this. Now, I forgot what I was saying. Making me play around with technology here. So let me see. What was I saying about these people? Oh, going back 10 years. None of them would have hated Trump like they do now. Just like these fake behind Democrats do not believe in hardly any of the stuff that they get on TV and act like they just care about. You think they really go to sleep thinking about the illegal immigrants and their plight? Yeah, you think Alexandria Cortez and all of them be staying up at night like the children, we need to... They care nothing about this. They sit back, get their marching orders, come out, put on a performance and bounce. But yet they got fools running around doing stuff like we just watched that guy do. I can't believe these people voted for this fascist, racist, all of that crap. So let's continue, because now we're about to go a little deeper into how Trump got here. Here we go.
Every time they try, it always blows up in their faces, and they always look like a bunch of hateful, spiteful asses. Excuse my language.
No,
they look like asses. Okay? Why they have so much hate is because Donald Trump is the first president that has ever put the American people first.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Thank you, Ricky Bobby's father. If you ain't first, you're last. That's why. That's why they hate him. And the idiots who hate him because they've been taught to hate him don't even realize they're about to bite the hand that's feeding them. There you go. They're going to sit back. If it was up to them, they would wake up in a one world government. They would wake up going, what do you mean we're not a sovereign country anymore? They would wake up and their neighborhoods would be filled with illegal immigrants. Filled. They would wake up and have absolutely no control over what their kids say, what their kids, read in school, what their kids learn in school. They would wake up one day and realize, hey, your church is teaching things that we feel is socially unacceptable. We're going to have to take away your 50C status and all of that. That's what they would wake up in. They would wake up and realize that, what do you mean? I mean, when I was saying Trump's a white nationalist fascist on the internet, everything was hunky-dory. Y'all were celebrating me and letting me get away with my freedom of speech. Yeah, see, because it fits your narrative. But for some reason now, I went ahead, posted something, and y'all didn't like it, and now I'm in the same category as these extremists that you all labeled. That's what they will wake up in. So, yeah, now this lady calls it out. Yeah, the Democrats hate this man because he's America first. And they are definitely not that, as we can see these last several years.
I've never seen any other president do that. Not to mention, he donated his salary. No other president ever did that either. Okay?
Watch him cut her off.
You've reported here before how most people around Trump believe that he will try to run again.
Oh, yeah, y'all, it's time to gloat. Y'all ready to gloat? Gloat. Yeah, we gonna gloat. Gloat. Ha! Gloat. Gloat. Come on. Ha! Gloat. I'm going James Brown. Ha! Gloat. Gloat. Vamos a hacer. Yeah. The mind that people say on the mind. Phoebe, you. Gloat. Gloat. Come on, body. Gloat. That's what we about to do. A little gloating.
In 2024. But you've said that ultimately you don't believe that he will. Why is that, given the hold that he still clearly has on so many party members as well as Republican supporters?
I just think it is more likely that he does not run than he would run.
Do you have a prediction? Where are you out in 2024 right now?
I think that he's going to want to make us believe he is running because it keeps him relevant. It keeps generating attention for himself. But I'm not sure he really wants to do it again. I think that for all his delusion about 2020, the last thing he wants to do is to lose again.
Do you get the sense that this talk about him running perhaps in 2024 is real?
I actually don't believe it. I think he's going to keep us guessing. He's going to string us along. He's going to suggest he's running because the minute he says he doesn't, he's less relevant. But I have a doubt whether or not he really wants to go through it again. No.
Gloat, gloat on. Yeah, come on, y'all. Gloat on. Man, these fools back then were wishing that Trump wouldn't run. All of that was wishful thinking. And you hear their justification of it. I don't think he wants to go through that again after getting beat. Well, that's why he's going through it again, because he knows he didn't get beat. He knows that he won. Only people that were surprised that Trump was going to run again were them. I mean, soon as he left in Marine One, I knew he was coming back. I'm saying when he would go out and still do campaign appearances and say, you know what, we might have to do it again. We might have to do it again. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah. Soon as they pulled off this caper, I was going, okay, all right. Yeah, time to run that back. Because, boy, can you imagine if Trump would have said, forget it? We probably would be looking at another 4 years of creepy. And God knows where we would be then. So Trump right there definitely has upset the apple cart. And they really kind of knew that he was going to run it back. The Democrats did. Because that's why they formed that J6 committee. That's why they tried to impeach him right after he left office, because they wanted to make sure that he didn't run it back. Now, maybe the fake news thought that he was going to tap out, but come on, you think he was going to take that loss? Now, see, I could walk away if I feel like I got beat. But if I feel like you cheated me, I'm like, let's run that back. I can't let you walk away thinking you sweet, because that's exactly what Joe Biden thinks. I still wonder if he knows that I know he mentioned it in a Freudian slip. You know what? We put together the most comprehensive voter fraud program. But I wonder, does that man really think sometimes like, yeah, I won. I got 81 million votes. He must be thinking something crazy like that to run it back. Totally unaware of his condition that he's in. Totally unaware of the sentiments of the voters and the people, even in his own party. So something about Joe makes him think he got the juice. Now we can't be allowing Joe to walk around thinking he got the juice and he's all dried up. We can't let that happen. I mean, that's not in my nature. It drives me nuts. I'll never forget, I raced this dude who was in his early 20s and I was in my mid 30s at the time, probably close to 40. And this dude was up in there popping trash because he brought a little girl with him. And we up here watching the Olympics at my boy's crib. And the woman who won, she ran a 10.8. And that dude said, well, yeah, man, you know what? I ran a 10.8 my freshman year. And I sat back and I looked. I said, no, you didn't. I couldn't let it go, y'all. I said, no, you ain't run no 10.8. Yes, I did. I said, what do you mean? I said, I know what a 10.8 looks like. Okay, I ran track in college. I was one of the fastest dudes on the football team in college. I know what a 10.8 looks like, and it doesn't look like you. You're too young right now. That 10.8 should still be residuals in you. And we went on, and guess what it turned into? My boy instigated it. He said, why don't y'all settle it right now? Because I told him, I said, man, I'm almost double your age, but I'll blow your doors off. And my boy said, why don't y'all go out and race? You think I backed down? I said, let's do it. Went out there with that young boy and smoked him. Smoked him, y'all. Because I couldn't let him walk away thinking he was sweet. I couldn't do that. So now Trump got to come back and show Biden, you ain't sweet. You're no daisy. Yeah, man. So let's continue here.
Knowing that he might and I believe but certainly would lose.
Is he going to run again?
I think he is not going to run, but I think I don't say that with a great deal of confidence. The reason why I don't think he will run is I don't think he wants to face losing again.
To who? No, he don't want to face getting cheated again. That's what it is. So you hear somebody say, you ain't bad. You right. You ain't bad. You ain't nothing. Get off me. You ain't bad. So let's go ahead and see them get egg on face.
And somewhere deep and down, he knows that he lost. As you know, I'm not.
That's why he's running. Boy, I tell you. But it's okay. Because we going to gloat, y'all. Go gloat. Come on. Let's gloat. Let's gloat. Come on. Let's gloat. It's time to gloat. Michael said gloat. So here he is talking about deep down inside he knew he lost. They're so delusional. That's not what he thought. He really knew that they cheated. So did I. And so did I. That's why I'm saying run again. Run it back.
I'm convinced that he's actually going to run for president. Trump, that is.
In order to make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy for president of the United States.
Snap! Well, look at that. Pie to face. Where's that guy? Let's see what he got to say then.
Now to see him coming and launching, or apparently launching, yet another presidential campaign, and it being taken seriously by by people in positions of authority.
Is this the Fox?
Should it not be? Boy, I tell you, they leave all kind of evidence online, a trail of tears for me to come along and collect. There you go. Tears, anyone? Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Fill it up again. Waiter, I need some more liberal tears. Dang on it, I'm running low. Been drinking all night. Drunk off of a nice like this. I wish raindrops would fall. Nice like this. I wish. I feel like Eddie Kane off of the 5 Heartbeats. How does it feel to be me? Oh man, just because I have 1, 2, maybe 2 drinks of liberal tears don't mean I'm an alcoholic. Yes, it does. I'm getting drunk off their tears. Let's continue.
News decision desk can now project that former President Donald Trump will win the Iowa caucuses.
He will take the lion's share of the state's 40 delegates. This result really solidifies his place as the current frontrunner for the nomination.
He is so polarizing that it would be more difficult than even the last time, which he lost and lost decisively, to win.
Everything that we're seeing.
More difficult than last time. For him to win. He's polarizing. He's polarizing. Why is he polarizing? Who polarized him? Is my question. I mean, your network only spent 365 days talking about Trump's white nationalist, xenophobe, homophobe. He's Hitler, he's Mussolini. Y'all polarized him. But let's continue because I ain't done drinking. I got a bottomless pit when it comes to their tears.
Is that the former president in Iowa tonight has really swept with all age groups. I mean, clearly strong with rural voters who have lower levels of education, but strong all across the board.
Does he run in 2024?
I don't believe that Donald will run in 2024.
Look at this bag of doo-doo right here. There you go. You see that big, nasty, stinking thing right there with that sorry, broke down collar? Man, you telling me you went to jail for a quick second and you can't even come out and purchase a shirt that looks crisp? That mug looked like you took it off and tap danced all over it before you put it back on your big body. But here he is up here prostituting himself. Trying to hate on Trump. So now let's see what this guy got to say.
Never did. I don't believe he's going to run.
I don't think Donald Trump's going to run for re-election. He didn't want to be elected president.
What?
He didn't think he was going to be elected president.
Where did they get this from? Where did they? I used to hear this back in the day. He didn't really want. I'm going. So let me understand. The man spent a lot of his own money to what? Just floss? To like what? Try to get increased ratings for The Apprentice? I don't understand. What are you talking about? He didn't think he was going to win. Now, he's no Ron DeSantis. He ain't no Nikki Haley. Them fools, they should know they're not going to win unless some tricky stuff go down. But now you hear them all. He didn't want to win anyway. What? So let me understand. He didn't want to win. He won. He didn't want to do the job. He did it and did a great job at it. Great job. If I get offered a job I hate just because I'm like, it'd be funny if I applied to be a plumber, thinking I ain't going to get it. And then they offer me the job and I didn't think. You sure? I mean, I ain't got really much plumbing experience. That doesn't matter. Okay. And I get in there and I go 100%, knocking it out, down in there, plunging all kind of stuff out. Or would I get in there and go, man, I don't know what I'm doing, man. I don't even know why I got this job. I'm going to go ahead and make them fire me. But Trump got in there and knocked it out the park. And these fools talking about he didn't even want to do it.
He didn't even think he was going to get the Republican nomination. He's going to cash out.
I think that would be a smart thing for him to do.
No, I'm serious.
Let me take another swig of their tears.
I would be. Donald Trump decides to run for re-election, and actually, I count me as one of the few people who don't believe he will.
I believe that Trump's popularity amongst the Republican Party has waned and waned significantly. What? So I believe Ron DeSantis will hit Trump below the belt. And that makes Trump very weak in a primary.
Months ago, Fox News can now project that Donald J. Trump will win the Iowa caucuses by a very wide margin. A massive slap in the face, isn't it, to all the obsessive Trump haters in Washington and the swamp, all the far-left prosecutors.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Wait a minute. A toast. Tink. Yeah, man. Everybody, take a swig of your liberal tears. They're great. Have you ever wanted to see crybabies cry? If so, you need to purchase Liberal Tears. That's right. It's very rejuvenating. One swig will brighten your day. It's great. There you go. Liberal Tears, baby. All of them haters back in the day. Boy, I tell you, man, if Trump keeps knocking it out the park, state after state, I mean, I ain't gonna even be able to contain all the hills. I'll have to go out and get buckets and buckets and buckets, man. So now let's finish hearing them because they're filling up my cup. My cup runneth over. It runneth over, y'all.
Prosecutors that have weaponized and politicized our system of justice, and all of those perpetrating one witch hunt after another.
Based upon the numbers, he cannot win. Don't you put that evil on me!
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that evil on me. Y'all hear Michael Cohen, the guy that said he'd take a bullet for Trump, y'all. Said he's no longer popular amongst the Republican base. And I'm going, are y'all just saying that to convince y'all? I mean, I'm in the, the community. And I mean, it sounds like everybody's still on board with Trump. And I'm thinking, just like when Hillary ran, and they were telling us that Trump is far behind. And I'm going, well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that because I'm showing up at his rallies and he's knocking it out the park. 40,000 folks, stuff like that. But y'all keep saying it. Y'all keep saying it. He'll never win. He's far behind. Same thing. Trump's no longer popular with his base. And I'm going, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Y'all are trying to create the perception that the base has forsaken Trump. Just like they're trying to create the perception that my channel won't grow. And nobody's interested in watching my videos anymore. You know how that works. Perception, they're trying to make it become reality.
33 in the East Coast, 7:33 Central Time. Former President Donald J. Trump will be the projected winner in the Iowa caucuses for the 2024 presidential election. 33 minutes after the doors closed in the Iowa caucuses, NBC News now projects that Donald Trump will be, at the end of the night, the winner of.
We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on winning to the end. We are the champions. Yeah, that's right. No time for losers. Let's continue.
Of the Iowa caucuses.
We heard the Trump supporter, the one Trump supporter we heard say, Donald Trump was chosen by God to be the person that he votes for tonight in Iowa. Now, if you want to talk about an insurmountable roadblock for other candidates, that could not be more clearly defined.
Y'all hear that guy? The one who cussed folks out on the studio? I thought, what is that noise down there, that hammer banging? Come down there, put my foot up your tails, you stupid idiots. You're peasants. That's what you are. You're beneath me, you serfs. You bunch of... am I on? Y'all are recording this? Wait, I'm virtuous. Guys, please keep it down. That guy right there. So now he's mad because somebody said that Trump was chosen by God. Now, I've said that many times. I think God chose Trump just for this time. Because all of the things that Trump stands for, it's not because Trump is holy. It's not because Trump's some angel walking around. No, it's what he stands for is righteousness. The things that he is trying to protect is good for the country, is good for freedom, and whatever religion you are. As a Christian, all of his policies support my beliefs. You turn that over into the hands of these Marxist globalists, they will step all over that mess. Even if you're a backslidden Christian and have hopes of one day getting your life back on track, with them, they ain't going for that. No. So So now, here this guy hating on these people because they said that Trump was chosen by God. And, I mean, how do you know that God didn't speak to that man? But here he is, Donald.
Whether Donald Trump made them do this or whether they wanted to find their way to be for Donald Trump, they have arrived at the spot where they believe that God has decided he should not just win the Iowa caucus, he should be president again, that he is God's chosen candidate. Nikki Haley's not going to be able to beat that anywhere.
I am the chosen one. Somebody had to do it.
If I could. Somebody had to do it. There it is. Somebody had to do it. Somebody has to try to take down this cabal. Somebody has to try to restore some type of honor to our country. Some civility. Some law and order. Somebody got to do it. Okay. Sure ain't Joe Biden. I mean, I'm running to restore the soul of the country. Let's continue. Oh, wait. Hold on. Before I continue, let me have a sip of my medicine, Liberal Tears, coming to you in a store near you. Good. Let's continue.
Two points on that. One, on the ground game. I think not enough attention has been paid to the fact that Donald Trump came into Iowa with a very different mindset than the one he had in 2016, obviously.
Do you really think Donald Trump is going to run again?
Y'all see no base? Y'all see that dude right there? Softcore man. No base. Do you really think talking about those nostrils? So now here he is talking about some. Do you really think that Donald Trump is going to run again in 2021?
For a job he didn't like to begin with?
No.
Okay, all right.
From what I understand, he had not just a good ground game, but a...
Am I wrong, y'all? Am I wrong for having fun at their expense? Picking on them? I mean, all I'm doing is just showing them the footage of them saying stupid stuff, and then now gotta eat it. They gotta eat it. Eat it. And I'm sitting here saying, eat it all. Don't get up from the table. I want you to eat every single word. Here we go.
A very good ground game. This is his party, and if he wants to be the nominee, all the others stand down. Fix it? No, baby, you broke it. You don't get to fix it. We, the people, we gonna fix it.
Oh, shoot. You hear that, brother? No, gonna try to go ahead and muster up a little ethnicity. Just a minute ago. Actually, I don't think Donald Trump... No, baby. we gonna fix it, baby. Fix what? Huh? Fix what? It ain't broke. That's the problem. Trump was great. There was nothing to fix. That's why he didn't lose support. That's why all of the people are saying, we rolling with him. Y'all tried to break him, and it failed. Now you're boo-hooing.
We're going to fix it by keeping you out of the White House. You saw the turnout effort that his people were able to get in place when you look at the weight of the percentage of participants in this caucus.
Do you?
Oh, totally different tone now. Same guy that said, no, baby, we going to fix it. You think Trump is going to run again in 2020? No. A whole bunch of that was going on. Wait a minute. Hold on for a second. I got to drink some tears. Here's looking at you, pal. This is for my crybabies. I should spill a little bit on the floor, but I don't want to waste no liberal tears on the floor. Let's continue.
You really think Donald Trump is going to run again for a job he didn't like to begin with?
No.
Okay.
Both Trump and DeSantis focused on the ground game that Nikki could not get in place.
He does not want to face the possibility of losing again. And, Trump is not a dumb man. There's no way he could get elected again because he has done so much to alienate everybody but that core base Republicans, especially after January 6th.
Ooh-wee. Don't you believe it? You hear that, man? There's no way he's going to get elected again after all of the propaganda, all of the manpower and hours that we spent trying to stop him and demonize him by lying on him and saying he was everything under the sun. No way he's going to get elected again. I mean, we've dedicated a good 4+ years trying to stop this guy. No way. No way he's going to get elected again.
So I don't think he wants to face the prospect of losing.
But I think it's important that the voters of America have an opportunity to say, oops, my bad, we made a mistake there, and to correct themselves. And if Donald Trump doesn't run, he takes away that corrective action of history, and therefore his presidency is whole and unjudged if he just doesn't run again. If he says, I fixed it and made it great again, goodbye, and takes the $100 million he's raised and then goes, makes another failing casino or something.
You hear that? They were sitting back hoping, like, please, just go off into the sunset. The Democrats, after he left the White House, that's what they wanted. They wanted him to walk off, ride off on some horse or something, and just leave. Now they want Joe to do that, but they can't somehow. I mean, I guess they're just going to be stuck with this bum. But that's what they wanted. They wanted him to leave. But guys, it didn't work out that way. Stephen Miller, tell us what happened. Please.
This is a thunderous victory tonight. History making, history shaking. We've seen a lot of stunning things over the last 8 years. Tonight is one of the most astonishing. But the man who deserves all the credit is the man who has for 3 years put up with the most relentless persecution, and for 4 years before that, one persecution, one witch hunt after another. DOJ and the Democrat prosecutors tried to kneecap this man before Iowa, and here he stands tonight, not just atop the field, but by a margin that no one can remember. This really is, Sean, an unprecedented event, and it shows how resilient, how determined, how committed, how strong this man is right now, Donald Trump.
Tell him, Steve.
I think the most...
Yeah, tell him, Steve. We will rock you. Rock you. That's right. Man, so if we're going to close out here with an example of why the liberal media is crying and boo-hooing and how they contributed to their own tears. There it is. You dropped that hammer on your foot. You ran into that door. That's what happened. So let's go ahead and see, because Harmy right here, he has a take on it. And I remember him when he talked to Tucker about this, and this is on point. Here we go.
The amazing part about this, Tucker, is that if any leading American politician had even gotten near the possibility of an indictment 10 years ago, the prospect of them running for high office would be instantly over. And here you have Donald Trump, who has been indicted on felony charges in 4 different American jurisdictions, 2 state jurisdictions, 2 federal jurisdictions. And not only has it not harmed him, it actually has helped him in the polls for sure among Republican voters. His lead has expanded every time he's indicted, but also among American independents and even groups that traditionally support Democrats almost reflexively, like black voters, who 22% of in this latest poll, and we've seen similar polls say they would vote for Trump over Biden, and 42% of Latinos. And what this
snap! So you telling me all of that done backfired? All of the race baiting, all of the Joy Reid coming out talking about, you know what, these white Anglo-Saxons, white Christians, white women, white men, a whole bunch of that. All of the race baiting, all of the Democrat talking points that everything seems to revolve around race somehow. You're telling me that people are becoming numb to that? You're telling me that the brothers, a large percentage of them, is starting to say, okay, you got us the first time. But you know what got me this time? Gas prices. Yeah, what got me this time is inflation. Yeah, that got me this time. Same thing with the Latinos. Yeah, all of these Latinos probably like, look, I got a business and y'all are not business friendly. The Latin community is hardworking. Yeah, they got the entrepreneur spirit. They don't need no Democrats up in there. They don't want more government in their pockets. Nobody does. Except for the people that they brainwashed to think that the government does everything for you.
shows is that Americans have really come to the conclusion that our leading institutions of authority are radically corrupted. Our media outlets are radically corrupted. The Department of Justice and the legal system has been aggressively politicized. And so now Donald Trump is in a position where he's facing serious felony charges. I don't think they're serious in the sense that they're real, but they're serious in the sense that if he's convicted, he'll go to jail. And they're felony charges, and yet his lead is expanding.
And see, he hit it right on the head. It's because we look at this and say, this is a bunch of bull crap. It's a bunch of trumped up charges. And the media is looking and saying, they're not believing this anymore. Okay, what can we do about this? Okay, YouTube, can you give us special preference over all of these YouTubers that are making an impact, that are out here exposing our lies and corruption, that are taking away from all of our brainwashed viewership and starting to convince a lot of people that this is a bunch of garbage, starting to fact check us, because we're the fact checkers, as we're about to see. See, they led to this. That's why they're crying and boo-hooing, but they need to stop, and instead of pointing a finger, need to point the thumb.
Over Joe Biden, in part because people, I think, see the injustice of it, but also everybody can just look at Joe Biden and see that he is not a person capable of even managing his own life, much less the country.
Yeah.
Thus, the beginning of my show, looking at Joe, act like he could run, falling all over the place, saying stupid stuff. The cricket band got to follow him around everywhere he go. They done went on tour with Joe. The Crickets go on tour with Joe. All right, everybody get in the van. All right, jump on Air Force One. Joe's playing tonight, so we're going to back him up when he loses thoughts. All of this crap is going on. So people see it. And that is why his popularity is continuing to grow. And the media don't get it. I mean, they're still beating a dead horse. They're at that point right now where they're going, okay, what we tried for the first 6 years is backfiring. So what should we do, guys? Let's keep trying it. Let's double down on it. What we tried by 2 impeachments, stupid investigations, have made him more popular and strong. So what should we do, guys? Let's keep prosecuting him. Let's keep putting all these stupid charges on him. Let's do that. That right there will eventually convince the people that he's evil. See, all that's doing is convincing us that you guys are evil. And these are witch hunts.
And that there's no cure for that. That's not going to get better. That's only going to get worse.
Yeah,
what their strategy now is to basically say to Americans, and I've seen many articles about this, many things on television, the problem is that American voters are ignorant. They're ill-informed. They're low information voters.
There you go, Harvey. Thus the clip of the man earlier in my show with the Trump derangement syndrome. He did exactly what the Democrats have programmed him to do. Blame it on white, stupid, ignorant, back heel, no tooth having bunch of bobs who don't know what the heck's going on, man. We voting for Trump just because he's white nationally. Stuff like that. So, Harvey, you on to something here, man. Let's see if he's right.
And that's why they're deciding this way, because the Democratic Party, I think, is stuck with Joe Biden.
The big picture takeaway from that, and I don't mean to be, again, too dark, as you said, on this, but it is not, if we are worried about the rise of authoritarianism in this country, we are worried about potential rise of fascism in this country. We're worried about our democracy.
Are we? Are we worried about that? I mean, when I look at Trump, I'm not worried about it. But now this projection that Big Nose Mad Cow is throwing out there, because I'm sitting there going, you're talking about the Biden administration and the direction of these globalists and the Democrats want to go in. But yet you're trying to project that onto Trump. And now she's going to blame who? The voters. Just like Harvey said.
Falling to an authoritarian and potentially fascist form of government. Yeah. The leader who is trying to do that is part of that equation. Mm-hmm. But people wanting that is a much bigger part of that equation. And the American elect.
Do you understand the insult this is to the voters? People wanting that. They think we're stupid. Now, their voters might be stupid. If you're sitting back watching MSNBC and CNN seriously, then you just might be a little brainwashed. I'll just say it that way. And there's still hope. You can come out of it. You can come out of it. But here they are talking about the people want that. So all of us back heel, no teeth having folks, we can't see fascism. The problem is we can see fascism. We see it right here on this network. We see it on CNN, MSNBC. We see it right now as they abuse their power by weaponizing the DOJ. They're trying to censor all of these people, putting together mis and disinformation boards, meeting and colluding with the White House, coordinating on how they're going to strategize and go after Trump. All of this stuff. We're seeing fascism, but yet she's trying to make it seem like we are all dumb brainwashed voters who can't recognize Trump's a dictator and a fascist, and we want more of that. We want that. No, Democrats, voters, ignorantly want that. They don't even realize that, yeah, when we go out, we vote for these Democrats, we're voting for fascism. We're voting for Marxism. We're voting for communism, because that's the direction that these folks are going in. But she's projecting that on all of us and blaming it on us ignorant voters, guys.
The electorate is made up of two major parties. One of those parties has been flirting with extremism on the ultra-right for a very long time. They've brought them in a way that they haven't been central to Republican electoral politics ever before, and I know because I've been studying this.
She's been studying it, guys. There you go. She's the leading authority on all of this vomit she's spewing up on that platform right there. Where's your degree? What did you conclude? What have you been studying? Where's your references? Huh? How about you break down some details about what you've learned? How about you expand and explain all of the stuff you're saying? They just throw out things like, you know what, our democracy is at risk. How? The fascism is Trump's effect. How? See, they don't want to break that down. Give me the definition. Tell me what it looks like, because as you describe it, if you're accurate, you will be describing the Democrats currently and how they're treating Trump. That's what you will be describing. See, that's why you don't want to describe it. You want to just throw it out there talking about some, man, trust me, I've been studying this stuff. Unreal. So now she's the leading authority on it, guys.
But once you have radicalized one major party so that those are the preferences of the people who adhere to your party, the leader's interchangeable. And yes, Trumpism is sometimes what we call it. MAGA movement is probably a better way to do it. But there is an authoritarian movement inside Republican politics that isn't being bamboozled by Trump. They are pushing Trump to get more and more extreme.
Now, y'all hear the expert, y'all? Should we take her opinion? Should we believe this expert?
Because the more extreme things he says, the more they adhere to him. And that is coming from a very large proportion of the American right that adheres to the Republican Party. And that's why this is a Republican Party problem more than it is the problem of one man. And there is a cost to us as a news organization of knowingly broadcasting untrue things.
Whoa! So there she is, the one that's talking about fascism and all of that. Now she's up here talking about we can't even let y'all hear Trump because it's a cost to our news organization for publishing untrue things. So should we believe this woman, y'all? Or should we believe this?
This guy Kalimnik keeps turning up again and again. Konstantin Kalimnik. He's still Russian military intelligence. Aluminum smelters. He started sleeping at his smelters. Sabotage in his smelters. Came to his smelters. Very brutal start, right? Sleeping in the smelters. Tick, 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 tick. Boom. Started ticking again. Tick, 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 tick. 4 hours later. Boom, boom. You're stressing me out. He starts tick, tick, ticking again. The boom goes off twice. First boom, tick, tick, tick. Boom, tick, tick, ticking. Second boom. Bombshell. Now we know that the vaccines work well enough that the virus stops with every vaccinated person. A vaccinated person gets exposed to the virus. The virus does not infect them.
Y'all hear all that truth? Y'all hear all that truth? Because there's a cost. There's a price to pay for us to expire, all of that stuff. Well, then you should get your raggedy tail off that set. You should pack up that big nose and go home. That's what happens. You should take that grown man haircut you got right there, pack that mug in a briefcase and skedaddle. That's what you should do. But guys, it gets worse. She should have been terminated for this next cut she dropped. They got her out here dropping albums, y'all. Talking about some Russia, Putin.
The virus cannot then use that person
Bring
to
that
go
beat in.
anywhere else. Russia, Vladimir Putin, Russia, hates Russia, Putin, Russia, Moscow, Russia, pro-Russian, the Russians, Moscow, Russia, Putin, Russia against us. Russians rush against the U.S. The Russian government. The Russians, Vladimir Putin, Putin and Russia, Moscow, Russia, the Russians, Putin, Russia, the Soviet Empire.
You see her dropping the bars, y'all? Putin, 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 Putin. Russia, 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 Russia. Moscow, 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 Putin, Putin, Putin. Kill it, mad cow. You're killing it, girl.
The second of the 20th century's great evils, communism. Russia, communism. Russia, assault by Russia. Russia. Putin despises the West in general and the United States in particular.
Kill it, man.
Russia. They're the adversary. They want to bring us down, the Soviet Union. Russia. Undermine the West, Soviet communists on the left. Russia. That does it for us tonight. We will see you again tomorrow.
Yeah. Woo. Boy, that's hot. That's hot right there. Whoa, man. She was out there dropping it. Didn't sell one album. Out there talking about some Russia, Putin, Russia, Putin, Moscow, Russian, Kremlin, sliding that in. But there's a price. There's a cost to a network that allows someone to come on and spread lies. So we should listen to Mad Cow in regards to her opinion about the voters and all of us right here, because she's been studying. She's like a leading expert on it. And she now is telling everybody that all of us voters are ignorant. See, and the crazy part about that is all of us know that Mad Cow is a liar. Why do you think we call her Mad Cow? Mad cows go crazy. See, we all know she's a liar. And yet she comes out and says, we can't let y'all hear Trump because we can't publish all the lies. And all of these voters in the Republican Party, they like it. They like a dictator. So now let's close out, Harmy.
Their efforts to try and destroy Trump have failed, at least until now. Of course, the media is, completely petrified at the idea that Trump would win, even though part of them knows it will help their careers like it did the first time around. But they really are scared of Trump. They really view Trump as this ultimate menace. And I think those horrified tones are about the fact, two things. One, there's obviously a good chance Trump will win, and they can't understand that. And I think that's the other thing is, all they've been saying for 6 years is that Trump is a white nationalist, that Trump is a racist, that Trump hates all minorities. And here you have increasing numbers of non-white voters doing the exact opposite of what you would expect them to do if they trusted or believed what those people have been saying.
Boy, did that backfire on them. See, you can only take so many Russia, Putin's, Kremlins before you start going, now come on. I'm now starting to think that you're lying. I wonder if Putin is really the problem. You can only take so many white nationalists, white nationalists, there's racism, slavery, racism, white nationalism, before you start saying, come on. I'm starting to think y'all are the real racists. You can only take so much of that. You can only take so much of fascism, my dictatorship, tyrant, fascism, my dictatorship, before you start going, now come on. I'm starting to think y'all are the real fascists. See, I'm starting to think that you guys are saying, let's go to our playbook and throw every single thing that we use on Trump to stop him. Everything that we are about and believe in. Let's go ahead and say Trump believes in that. That's what it is. And want us to pretend that we don't see it. But we do. And it ain't working no more.
They're voting for Donald Trump, the racist white nationalist candidate. And so if you're an employee of these media outlets and you look at these polling numbers, you realize that these people have tuned you out. They don't care what you say anymore. They don't trust what you say anymore. They have completely lost any control or influence over how Americans reason, because most Americans are smart enough to have come to the conclusion that those people that you just showed in the media outlets for which they work are absolute liars, are just propagandists and people who exist to deceive. And that is the good news, that these institutions where people have lost faith in deserve to have lost their faith and trust. They deserve the contempt and hatred they provoked. And it's good that Americans are recognizing that. And it's good that those people there, even though they'll never question whether they are to blame, are also starting to see that nothing they say really matters.
So you're telling me, Harmy, that they deserve to cry, baby, cry. Cry, baby, cry. Cry, baby, cry. I hope they cry themselves to sleep. That's what I do. I hope that you think if these raggedy behind media folks was in a big bassinet crying, I wouldn't even go check on those babies. I will let them sit in there and cry with a dirty diaper on. You laid all that doo-doo. Now you got to deal with it. That's what's happening right now. All of the stuff we watch was them laying nothing but doo-doo pies along the way. Whole time. Yeah. So you telling me, Harmy, that no more of the Russia, Putin, Russia, racism, slide that in, racism, Russia, racism, and xenophobia, homophobia. You're telling me that's no longer working? So now all of that garbage that they used to try to stop Trump is backfired on them. And now we're starting to see them whine and reap the benefits of their, bootleg narratives and the propaganda and the gaslighting and stuff like that. Swearing up and down Trump wasn't going to run again. Swearing up and down, no, he didn't want to run. He didn't even want to win. He hated his job. Just saying anything. Now they got to eat all those words, but you think they are? You think these fools are going to go back and look at the archives that I just showed y'all and say, we got that wrong? You think Mad Cow is going to get off that set and watch that montage of her saying, Russia, Putin. Watch that montage of her saying, just take the shot. Now, you know what? There's no way you can pass the virus on. You think she's going to do that? Nope. She's going to get right back out there on that propaganda set and tell everybody that Trump is a dictator. Look, he said it. He said it right there. He said he's going to take over the whole country and take us all back into... That's what she's going to do. Because their lies are bigger than anything. I mean, they protecting their global agenda, protecting their narratives and stuff like that is greater than their integrity, their reputation, the criticism, the hypocrisy. It's greater than all of that. They're like, hey, right now we're like bumblebees. Protect the hive at all costs. Even if it costs us everything, our lives, our reputation, everything. But it is eventually going to cost them the presidency. Unless they do something crazy, they're going to get their butts beat. So we'll see. But man, I tell you, I just, as much as I like to celebrate and have a good time, I celebrate victory to victory. I never want to say, all right, everything's in the bag. We got to stay diligent. And we got to look at it like, hey, that game is over. Play the next play. We got another game next week. So we got to keep knocking it out the park. And then we get into the real stretch, which that's going to be a sight to see. If they continue with Joe Biden, boy, that's going to, I don't even know how they're going to drag this dude out there and sling him out there to say anything. He's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Y'all saw it in the beginning of my show. So we'll see. But they seem at this point to be content with backing up Joe. You heard the lady in the beginning of my show talking about some, he's vibrant. He's energetic. Yeah, okay. I wonder how many horse adrenaline shots they have to use to get him to even perform at that raggedy level. So God bless y'all. God bless America. Thanks for kicking it with me and celebrating our victory. We had a celebration. That's right, y'all. We had us a little gloat party. We drank some liberal tears tonight. Hooray. That's right. Together, we drank liberal tears. Together, we, yeah, that's what we did. So meet me back here tomorrow for another show. That'll be 7 o'clock. Tomorrow's Thursday, coming down to the weekend. And tonight is my mission to upload these pre-recorded videos. Somebody said, oh man, it's ending. Yeah. I tell you though, right now, knocking a 2-hour show out at night, sometimes I get to bust the rhymes voice. I'll be Wolfman Jack after a while, but it's okay because it's all worth it. You know what I'll do to cure that? Liberal tears. If you have a strep throat or you've been talking all night and your voice hurts, we recommend liberal tears. One swig of that and it'll lubricate your whole esophagus. I can talk again. Liberal tears. Ding. I'm going to go ahead and make a commercial. I'm going to go ahead and sell a product. Liberal Tears, sponsored by Kevin from Kevin's Corner. Get yours now. All right, so thanks for kicking it with me. Don't forget to check out Kevin's Corner store. Maybe you might want some products. Go in there and find some stuff you like, okay? And then also, if you want to support the channel directly, you can do that by simply clicking on my fundraiser link right below this video. I would greatly appreciate that. Boy, I'm looking for a miracle. Come on, y'all. Expecting the impossible. I need a mailbox blessing. So that would be great. And only if you can, like I said, I'm not one of those, God's telling me, go in your pockets and give. I'm not doing that. You give what you can if you want. All right. And follow me on my other channel. And I think that might be it. Don't forget, check me. Oh, I did check in with the Rumble situation. I believe we're going to start funneling all these videos back over to Rumble, so they'll be uploaded on Rumble as well. And other than that, I think we're good, man. Let's get ready to bounce. Don't forget, text this number too. MAGA to that number. Oh, yeah. Democrats want to take our city, our state. Yeah, man. See y'all tomorrow. Oh, by the way, Gizmo's getting a haircut, y'all. Oh, y'all gonna see him tomorrow. Cameo appearance from Giz. Take care.